So then afterwards, when we all were... Oh my god. Then we were saying goodbye to each other in the voice call. This is what it's like to have anxiety and to be anxious. Be an anxious person. Because then, when we were all saying goodbye, Charlotte and someone else were talking at the same time, basically saying, like, everyone was saying, oh, Bubba, it was so nice to meet you, and blah, 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 blah. And then Charlotte was saying, yeah, it was really nice to hang out with you because we played Dale and Dawson before, and that was nice. And she said something at the same time someone else said something, and so to me I said, and so I responded to her verbally, and I was like, yeah, and blah, 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 blah. And then I thought maybe the other person would repeat what they said, because I didn't really hear it, but then everyone said goodbye, and then afterwards I got anxious about that, because I was like, oh my god, was I rude that I didn't ask the other person to repeat what they said, but I didn't even know who it was, and blah, 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 blah. And so then after that, I was like, I had such a good time. All those people were so cool. Also, the guy from Polygon was there, and that was so cool. And now I'm nervous. And hopefully I didn't make it stupid or not funny, and blah, blah, blah. So I got so anxious, I got a headache. I went and took a bath, and I was sad because there's things wrong with me. And then when I woke up in the morning, I had a horrible fucking stress migraine, and for no reason. And I was like so anxious that I was like, I ruined everything and I wasn't funny. And they will never want to see me again. But that's what happens sometimes. I think, like, being around completely new people and, like, trying to, like, feel out what the vibe is and everything. And then, like, because all of them seem to know each other really well. And so I didn't want to intrude on jokes that they were making about each other, because that's kind of like, you know, if they're like, they were making fun of DBJ for their divorce and everything. And so I was like, oh, like, I could join in being funny about this too, but I'm not in the same social standing as these other friends are with this person, so I'm not going to do that because I don't feel like that would be right. And this is like, when I've read about like autism and masking, and how masking can affect you so negatively and like give you migraines and stuff, I think it's because of, not that I was masking that night or anything like that, but just like the hyper awareness of everything that I do and think about is stressful. And it's not whenever I hang out with people, but when I hang out with new people especially, or people that I really look up to as well, then I'm like consistently, consciously keeping track of the things that I do and how I'm interacting with people. And that is quite stressful. Probably, yes. And so then I got a migraine, and that's what happens to me. Woo!